It's not as easy as it once was to gain an organic social media following, but that certainly doesn't mean that your chances of online success are out the window. Today I want to give you my take on the only way to gain organic followers regardless of your platform. But before we jump into it, if you want to drive massive impact and profit through video organically, definitely check out the link in the description below because you're going to love my 21 Days to Infinite Video Impact Challenge. And I put out videos like this on my channel every single week, so be sure to subscribe. My first tip for growing an organic following is, first of all, be authentic. There's a difference between having an attractive character and faking it till you make it. I've never really liked that phrase because it means that you have to be someone that you're not to get the result that you want. I talk a lot about this phrase called be, do, have. Who do you need to be? What do you need to do to have what you want to have? And if that means becoming someone that you're not to get a result, how is that actually going to work out for you in the long run? Who are you trying to attract if you're not being the person that you actually authentically are? Always be yourself with your audience, even if it's an elevated version. We don't give our audiences enough credit for their ability to perceive the truth. So if you're being someone that you're not in your content, they're going to smell that a mile away. My next tip for you is to be vulnerable. Everything in my business changed when I shifted from just sharing the strategies and the tactics to then sharing the vulnerable stories about who I really was. Earlier in 2020, I announced publicly when my marriage fell apart. When I changed my name, changed my entire brand. There's actually a video on my channel where I set up the camera and just very raw and real shared what happened. In that video, I also shared that part of my content strategy and part of what I've always tried to share in my stories and in my Facebook content is to make sure that I'm always sharing the scars and not the open wounds. I want to share the honest stories about my trials and my tribulations and how I'm overcoming them and bringing my audience along the journey. This is really important for you to understand that when you start sharing your stories, sharing who you really are, this helps your audience buy into who you are and buy into your message and maybe down the line even physically, financially buy into what it is that you offer because they know, like, and trust you. Sharing the stories and sharing who you are as a real human will help your audience relate to you and separate you from the imposterpreneurs that are so common on social media. When your content is authentic and you're being vulnerable, the next step is to create consistency. Post consistently. That consistency is key. So this doesn't mean publishing your face off, but instead strategically positioning your content to work for you long term. One of the things I speak about in my content a lot is having an impact routine. So what does that mean? It's what are you doing in the day-to-day, the week-to-week, the month-to-month when it comes to your high-quality content. So does that mean you're posting YouTube videos once a week? Are you posting podcasts once a week? Are you posting Instagram stories every single day? And having these different ways for your audience to grow in their relationships with you and build different levels of intimacy with you. And then that way you can also be presenting content that's both impactful and leading into your value ladder to create a profit. On top of that is posting high quality content, because consistency is important, but if you're posting content just for the sake of content, you can't expect to have a long-term following. If it's not relevant to your movement in some way, don't post it. If you're not proud of it, don't post it. If you observe my content as an example, you see that my impact routine includes 1 or 2 YouTube videos every week, 2 podcasts a week, Instagram stories every day, Facebook Lives almost every day. And this is because I have different audiences on different platforms, and the content that I'm putting out on these platforms are exclusive to that platform. So that I know my Facebook Live audience, they're watching that, and I'm directing them back to maybe my Instagram stories or my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, I can direct them to my lead magnets, my offers, my email list, so then they get that next level of nurturing. This is all a process that I call the visibility ladder, which you can learn about in my Infinite Video Impact Challenge. It might take a little more effort to increase your organic reach, but it's far from impossible. In fact, creating high quality, consistent, original content is the best way to grow organic followers on any platform. I want you to ask yourself, which of these suggestions are already working for you and which do you need to work on? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to check out the link below for my Infinite Video Impact Challenge. Only 21 days, and lots of our students have grown their YouTube channel from scratch to like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, or even implemented and made $3,000 within the 3 weeks of the challenge. So I'd love for you to join us. Click the link below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.